How's it going, guys? It is IPC, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel, leave a like, comment, and share this video wherever you can. I would appreciate it very, very much. So, let's talk about this new Netflix Cowboy Bebop controversy, as well as get into Daniella Pineda's Meltdown, which is absolutely hilarious, and I love it! It's such an absolute beautiful sight to behold. So, Cowboy Bebop is getting adapted into a Netflix live-action series. Kind of like what they tried to do with Death Note, but you all know how that went. So, Cowboy Bebop is one of the most beloved anime series ever. And for those of you who don't know, Cowboy Bebop originally aired in Japan in 1998. It didn't receive as much popularity as it would when it came out here in the West, which I believe it came out here in the early 2000s, and it has one of the greatest dubs in all of anime history. And for most people that grew up watching this show, this was their gateway to anime. So yeah, Cowboy Bebop is a very important anime series to a lot of people, including myself, because it was one of the very first anime series I ever got into. So, of course, when I heard that Netflix was making a live-action adaptation of Cowboy Bebop, I, of course, like many others, was a bit skeptical about it because of Netflix's past with anime live-action adaptations. And then they revealed who the cast was going to be for each character. Of course, you have John Cho playing as Spike Spiegel, which I know this isn't the most popular opinion out there, but I think that John Cho is an excellent choice for Spike Spiegel. I mean, yeah, I was hoping Keanu Reeves or somebody that sort of looked like Spike and sort of fit the part, but John Cho is a great actor, and I think he's going to do a fantastic job as Spike. Then you have Jet Li being played by Mustafa Shakir, which, yeah, they picked a black guy to play as Jet, and I don't have an issue with that because Jet was actually voiced by a black guy in the original English dub. But yeah, if you have seen the original Cowboy Bebop, you would know that Jet is not black, obviously. Otherwise, I hope that this guy pulls off a very convincing Jet. I really do. And lastly, we have Daniella Pineda playing as Faye Valentine. And I'm sure she's a very talented actress and everything, but holy cow, did she have quite the meltdown, which we're going to get into right now.
Hey guys, so as you know, our Cowboy Bebop first look dropped today, which was so exciting. And I just wanted to address a couple of things that sort of keep coming up in the comments amongst fans. First, I wanted to apologize to the fans that I did not anatomically match the Faye Valentine character. 6 foot, double D size breast, 2-inch waist. You know, they looked everywhere for that woman and they couldn't find her.
Okay, there is so much stuff to go over in the first thing that she says here. So let's get into some context here of why she's making this response in the first place. So fans of Cowboy Bebop have been very vocal about the way that Faye Valentine is being presented in this Netflix adaptation, which in the original Cowboy Bebop, Faye Valentine had a sex appeal to her. And there is nothing wrong with making your characters look attractive. And while I do agree that there is more to Faye Valentine than just her looks, and the fact that she's a well-rounded and fleshed out character, but there is nothing wrong with having sex appeal for a character. And when you take away her sex appeal, you sort of take away that aspect of the character. But from what I saw, people weren't complaining about the fact that you weren't anatomically accurate to the character. Which, by the way, your description of the character is completely inaccurate. She is not 6 feet tall. In fact, she is 5'6". And judging by her cup size, it's probably a 32C, which is honestly the average size of a model. But yeah, no one was complaining about the fact that she didn't look like Faye Valentine. They were mostly complaining about the fact that she wasn't dressed like Faye Valentine, which she even goes on to complain about that as well.
And the other thing I wanted to bring up was I to apologize that the outfit I'm wearing is not exactly what she wears in the anime. You know, we tried, but doing stunts in tissue paper, things disappear, they rip. Sometimes it just got Anyway, like I was saying, that original costume, they made a couple of them, but like I said, they got sort of slurped up in my various crevices, never to be retrieved again. So we needed to really build something that could withstand the test of time. So just,
Yeah, way to insult the fans of a series that you're fucking adapting, you dumb bitch. And here's the thing, you may not give a shit about Cowboy Bebop and the character Faye Valentine, but people like me have every right to complain because we fucking give a shit about Cowboy Bebop and we want the show to be represented the way that it was intended. And you want to know something else? Thousands upon thousands of cosplayers have dressed up as Faye Valentine, and they do a much better job of representing the character than you do. And these are not actors. These are just regular people that are fans of the show, which is why they go out of their way to dress just like the character. That way she is portrayed exactly the way she is intended to be. So yeah, way to insult these cosplayers as well. So yeah, the fact that you're acting like this just gives people the impression that this series is not going to be that great. Now the last thing I want to talk about is probably the most important thing, because you notice that there is another character that wasn't mentioned, and she is one of the main characters of this series. And that is, of course, Edward, which she is one of my favorite characters in the entire series. And it seems that Netflix has left her out in this adaptation, which I hope that's not the case, because why would you leave out Edward? She is part of the crew, and she's a likable character. Why would you leave her out of this? And yes, they do got Ein in this series, but without Edward, Ein doesn't even have a character. And you have some of the best moments in the series with Edward and Ein, so where is Edward and why hasn't she been mentioned at all? But yeah, I was looking forward to this adaptation. I thought that they would be more faithful, but of course, that's not going to be the case, because this is going to be just like every single other fucking anime adaptation that they have done. And I now believe that this is going to fail epically, and it's going to blow up in their fucking face. Just you fucking watch. But nevertheless, that's really all I have to say. This has been PC, signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video.